after a fight. Sioux City's Parks and Rec Director Matt Salvatore told the City Council tonight that he's in talks with off-duty law enforcement to staff the pool so it can reopen for public swimming. It's been closed since a large fight involving a number of teenagers at the pool Thursday afternoon. So far, 2 teens are charged as juveniles with disorderly conduct. Police determined the fight stemmed from a message on the social media platform Snapchat from one of the minors involved. Sioux City Police Chief Rex Mueller says the fight is still under investigation and his officers are reviewing body cam footage as well as taking witness testimony. He says when the pool reopens, the police department will work with Parks and Rec and other partners to ensure positive results.
And I think there are some impressions of what occurred, and we're trying to figure out what's actually fact in there, and that's kind of the process that we're in right now is reviewing our involvement and what we saw as a police department.
Sioux City Mayor Pro Tem Dan Moore says the city will use off-duty law enforcement officers to help maintain safety at the pool, but he is confident that the pool can reopen in a timely fashion.
I think in a very responsible way, and we'll continue to respond in a responsible way until things get back to where you don't necessarily have to have the presence of that many officers.
Director Salvatore told the council he hopes to reopen the pool in the coming days, but didn't provide an exact timeline.